Okay, so I got the Venu 2S. This video is very detail oriented, and I'm going to cover the glances, the controls, watch faces, shortcut, activities, and how to do LiveTrack. So I will put down below where in the video you can go or fast forward to get to a different section if there's just one section you want to see. So I am assuming that you have taken your watch, turned it on, and paired it to your phone, and then this is a very detailed setup for you. All right, let's get started. Okay, to see the glances, you can scroll up, or you can scroll down, and you can order them however you like. So the glances: health snapshot, steps, floors, heart rate, body battery, intensity minutes, stress, your oxygen, your calories, the last exercises, my calendar, breaths per minute, notifications, weather, and sleep. To look at any of these, for instance, if I want to look at my intensity minutes, you can tap on it, and most of these have an additional screen. To get back out to the main glances, you can hit the back button, or if you go to the second screen, you can just do a right swipe. And then there's also an edit here, and this shows me where I've been. Now you can move these around how you like to see them, because you can swipe up or you can swipe down. So let's say I don't want, the first thing I want is I want to see my intensity minutes. If I just tap on it after I've hit edit, and I can just move that anywhere I want. So if I want to move it up above there, then I can just hit the green arrow, and I can do that with any of these. I can add additional ones. I don't have all of them. There's also last run, last ride, last swim, last golf, last strength, last lights, hydration, challenges, women's health. So there's a bunch I'm not even using. If I want to get rid of one, like let's say I want to get rid of the calendar, I can just tap on it once and hit that X, and now the calendar's gone. The other way you can get to that, there's always a couple ways to do things on the Garmin. You can do a long B button, and then go to settings, and then glances. And basically that's going to put you right back in the edit. The next thing we're going to look at is the controls. To get to your control screen, you want to do a long press on the A button, and this shows me different controls. I've got music, the Bluetooth, do not disturb, find my phone, sync, lock the screen, power off, alarms, and then there's a stopwatch and a timer. It also shows approximately how much battery I have left and how many days I have left. Right now I have always on display. And so it goes from like 6 days to 2 days. So just keep that in mind if you're going to use always on display. Anyways, to edit these, we'll just long press the B button, and it highlights them all. Let's say, and if I want to get rid of music, I can hit the trash can. Now I could go back and add something else in. The other ones that I don't have yet are to broadcast the heart rate. I got rid of the music. Save my location, set time, brightness, wallet, assistance, battery saver. So I'm going to actually put music controls back in, and now that we're done, we just will hit the B button once. The other way you can get to the controls screen is there's always this other way. You can go bring up the menu, scroll down to settings, go to controls, and then here again we can add or remove different controls. Okay, next we're going to go over the shortcut. There is one swipe right, which is your shortcut. So I have mine set up as my Garmin Pay. You can set up Garmin Pay through the Garmin Connect app, and I'm going to put in my passcode. And then what you see is, you know, my visa will come up. Once you do that, it will remember your code that you put in for 24 hours, so you don't have to do it at every single store you go to. If you want to change that, you just do a long press on the B button. You go into shortcut settings, and these are the different shortcuts you can have: music control, save location, alarms, stopwatch, timer, brightness, wallet, or you can disable the shortcut altogether. Next, let's set up your watch face. Do a long press on your B button, go to watch face. By default, this Garmin comes preloaded with a bunch of watch faces. I prefer just to download my own. I think this was the default watch face right here. I prefer to download my own or create my own. So first of all, this little pencil here allows you to edit. You can pick the background, the style, or you can delete it. The background, you have two choices, live or still. I'm going to go with live just so you can see it. And the style is just basically what the numbers look like. Now if I tap on it, that's what the live version looks like. It's just a moving animation. It does use up a lot of battery though, so I generally don't turn those on. You can create a custom watch face. Here are some that were already here. The rest I deleted. Here are some I've downloaded off of the IQ store. You can go to create custom. Still, there's a bunch of different landscapes or nature. It's cute, little beta. Or there's abstract. I'll go with nature. Next, you can pick what you want your hands to look like. So depending on what watch face you pick for your time, you'll either see that you have 2 data fields or 4 data fields. And these data fields you can totally customize. So if I go with these, all of the analog, now if I go with the bigger numbers, I only get 2 data fields. Again, only 2 data fields. But all the analog clocks let me choose 4 data fields. And this very first smaller one lets me choose 4 data fields. So then what you can do here is you have a choice of all of the different specifications that come with it. The battery life, how many steps you've taken, how many stairs you've gone up, intensity minutes, how many intensity minutes for the day, your body battery, stress. I'm going to go with heart rate there. Here I'm going to go with how much battery life I have. Here I'll go with steps for the day. I'll go with the date on that one. And now it shows what I'm going to see when I pick this. It's going to show my battery level left, my steps, the date, and my heart rate. And so this is the one I just created. So you have a lot of choices here with the Venu 2. So I do actually really like this about this watch. Activities. To get to your activities that you want to have set up, you just do a quick press on the A button. It shows I have walking, the health snapshot. That's that 2-minute snapshot of your health. The elliptical. This is a custom GPS app that I like to use. Hiking and rowing indoors. And then down here you have these 4 little dots. And, oh, I also had yoga, by the way. If you hit plus, there's, I don't know why these are actually in the activities, but they are. So hydration, women's health challenges, navigate. breath work. Okay, then you get to the other ones. So there's run, treadmill, indoor track, floor climbing, bike, biking indoors, pool swimming, strength, HIIT, cardio, Pilates, stair stepper, climb indoor, bouldering, row, sup, golf, ski, snowboard. And if you actually want to make a copy of one, you can do it with this one right here. So to add one in, let's say I want to add in Pilates. You just hit the plus. Favorite means it's going to be the first thing that shows up when you press the A button. So I do not want that to be my favorite. So when you're done editing, you can just go there, and now in my activity screen is the Pilates there. If I want to change the position of those, I can do a long press on the B button. I can tap any one of those. For instance, I could tap the Pilates. I could reorder. So this is like the glances. I can reorder those. To start an activity, you just tap it. And down here you see there's this little chevron. If you just tap that, you can go to settings. This is pretty cool. So, well, first of all, there's alerts. You can set a high and low heart rate if you want it to be notified if your heart rate is too high. I have my auto lap set. There's an auto pause so that when you stop walking, it will stop the counter. Here I can pick what kind of satellite reception I want. I find GPS is always good enough for me, and it uses a little less battery. Whoops. Accent color. The data screens, you can have up to 3 data screens on this particular activity. Each activity is a little different. So I'll show you. So screen 1, you can choose between 1 and 4 data fields depending on how big you want to see those things. I can edit the data fields. So to edit the data fields, you just tap on one, and then you've got a bunch to choose from. Timer fields, distance fields, pace, speed, heart rate, intensity, cadence, temperature, elevation, and other. I'll go back and I'll have my heart rate, and then under each one of those, you're going to find a bunch of different things under each one. And that's it. To actually start, it says it's ready, it found GPS. Here's my first screen, and I had actually set up all 3 screens. And so when I'm walking, I can look at these. While you're in a walk or a run or other activity, you can press the B button. And it's going to show you your current lap time. When you're ready to end, you just press the A button. Here you can discard it, you can save it, or you can continue, like if you accidentally pressed it. It will save it. I'm just going to discard this one since I'm not actually walking, and I'm discarding it now. The Garmin has something called LiveTrack. You can turn it on for a run, a walk, a bike ride, a hike, and you pick recipients in your Garmin Connect app, either from your phone book or you can add them. And what this will do is it will send your recipients a link, and then they can go on the internet and watch your progress, and they'll know exactly where you are on your route. To set up LiveTrack, you just want to go to More. Safety and Tracking, LiveTrack, Settings, Recipients, and I just have 2. You can add up to 50. And you can also do the same with the other safety features, like an emergency assist. Once you do that, you can start your activity, whether it's running, biking, walking. I have auto start on for LiveTrack. I can go to LiveTrack, and now, because I just synced under recipients, it's going to show the 2 people I have picked. Once you do that, your recipients are going to get an email showing that a LiveTrack has been shared with them. They'll open the email, they'll have a link they can tap on, and it will take them to a GPS screen with the blinking dot of where you're at. And as long as you have LiveTrack turned on, they will continue, or until you actually stop the activity, they will continue to see where you're at. Hope this was helpful, and enjoy your new watch.